Yo, what's up guys? Universal Mastery. So what I do on my channel is I break down the occult sciences to a practical level that you can take and you can apply to your day-to-day life and get real, actual results. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about on this video is I'm going to give a little bit of clarity on what is the difference between a demon and a jinn. And I'm also going to be talking a little bit about what the term daemon really means. So if you want to know these things, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that my Patreon is out now. Okay, so on my Patreon, if you are a tier 2 and up, you're going to gain access to one exclusive video weekly that will not be on my YouTube channel. Right now, the video that I have posted on there is very, very, very important. It is so essential to actually becoming a real practitioner of magic. And what the video revolves around is a step-by-step breakdown of how to invocate a daemon. Okay, so that is going to be on my Patreon. You have to be tier 2 and up. To become a tier 2, it is going to cost $9.95 a month, which is literally going to be, if you do the math, it's literally less than $1 a day, so you definitely should be able to afford that. And then tier 1 is going to be $1 a month, which is just going to give you exposure and access to the community chat, to chat with other practitioners and other people that are interested in the same things that you are. So definitely go and check that out. The link for that is going to be the top link in my description. Is going to literally say my Patreon. Click that and you will see the tiers right there. But other than that, going right into this video. So I got this question from one of my viewers, and you know, it was a question that I actually, even myself, had a little bit of a hard time answering, because honestly speaking, yes, I've read a decent amount. I have experience. I know what I'm working with, but I didn't really fully understand the full difference between the Djinn and the Ars Goetia, demons. Okay, so when people mostly are talking about demons, they're talking about the 72 Goetic demons, you know, the 72 demons from the Lesser Keys of Solomon. Okay, these 72 very common demons, the demons that I have videos for on my channel. I'm literally making a video for every single one of those demons on my channel. So, you know, I got that question. Someone asked, they said, what is the difference between a jinn and one of those demons? And I didn't really know how to answer it, so I told them I don't really fully know. And it was funny because I was reading, I was at work, and I was on a break. I was taking my lunch actually, and I was just reading. And then next thing you know, I literally come up to the question that kid asked me, and then the answer was right there. It literally spoke about the difference between jinn and demons. So I'm going to share that with you guys right here, so I can just give clarity on that topic. And the funny thing is there is no difference. This is the same thing. Okay, they are the same thing. Okay, literally, they are the same thing. The jinn are the Goetic demons. So now for those of you that are watching this that are kind of like, which is which, now you know. It is the same thing. Okay, and then the 72, because I have experience with the 72 Goetic, and I also have experience with the jinn. Okay, it was just, the reason why it has different names is just because it was talked about in different cultures. And let's say this culture over here on the left side called them jinns. Okay, during this time period in life, and during in this environment that these people lived in, they called them jinns. And then over here in this culture, on the right side, during this time period, they called them Ars Goetic demons. That is more like our culture. That's more like our society. That's what we call them today, most of us. So the names for these things and these daemons evolve and change over time, and that's also a very common thing that you'll also find with other powerful daemons. You could say the daemons that govern in higher spheres. Okay, and actually the fact that I'm saying that is actually bringing up another topic that I want to clarify on this video. I also know that you guys want to know this question, and this was also something that I read in that book, which gave me a lot more foundation. It gave me a lot more solidity in what I already know intuitively. Okay, and what that was I would always get the question, like, what is the difference between a demon and a god? And the way that I used to answer that question was just like, I know for a fact that gods are more, they govern, they are essentially more powerful. They are essentially more powerful. They have more control. They have legions that they command, and they are more powerful, and they're great to work with for self-transformation. Okay, they're great to work with when it comes to transforming yourself and becoming powerful. That used to be my answer, and it still is true. That is 100% true, 110%. But there's a better answer now that gives a little more clarity on why that is. So the difference between like a god, let's say for example we're using Lucifer or Hecate. Who else? Yeah, let's use those. Lucifer, Hecate. Let's talk of even like Satan, Moloch, Lucifuge, all those compared to a Goetic demon. The difference is that, and this is where knowledge of the tree comes in handy. This is I'm so glad that I initiated myself through the Clipothic tree, because it's given me so much foundation, so much knowledge about how the infernal divine really operates, and even how angels operate. I mean, the angel divine, it's daemons in general, divine intelligence, and I'll go into that in a couple minutes here. But so on the tree, there are different spheres, okay, and the spheres start from here, and then they go up, and the spheres govern different areas, and they have different planetary influences and attributions, and in those planetary in those spheres with those planetary influences and attributions, then there's the deities that rule in those areas, and the higher up you go, those are the deities that are ruling in higher planes of existence. They are ruling in higher planes of consciousness, subconsciousness, spirituality, things on levels that we don't even necessarily have full words for. That's how powerful and scientific it can get, because there really is purpose to why they rule in those areas, and what those areas represent within themselves. Okay, I hope I'm not losing you here. But for example, just to make it simple, a demon governs on the earth realm. A demon is more earthbound, is more earth savvy, meaning they operate here on the sphere of earth. They are very powerful when it comes to, you want money? Go work with a demon that wants to give you money then. Oh, you want a relationship to work out this way? Then go work with a demon that can improve your relationships to work in that way, because they can manifest things very quickly, and they love to work here on earth, and they operate very powerfully within earth. Okay? And that's not to say that a daemon that governs in a higher sphere can't do that same thing. I'm just saying that demons are a lot more willing to do that, and they will do it quick. So now let's look at a daemon like Satan, a divine intelligence like Satan, okay, who governs in the highest sphere of the tree of death, which is Thaumael. He is a lot more concerned about alchemical transformations. So he's a lot more concerned about the actual practitioners, the magicians, the people that are seeking self-evolution, literally seeking self-godhood. And he transforms them on those high planes. Okay, so whoever travels that tree and gets to him and realizes his presence or his influence and his energy, his fear is really geared towards transforming people. Like, yeah, you can call on Satan to help you manifest something mundane in life, but you'll get to a point where you realize, and I'm sure a lot of it has to do with Satan's influence or whatever deity or daemon it is that governs in those higher spheres. They'll eventually influence you to question yourself, like, Why am I calling on these high spirits to do all these petty, mundane things? You will actually start to question yourself, like, maybe I should be calling on this deity to self-transform. Maybe I should be worried about more important things according to my life's purpose and becoming a more powerful me. Like, maybe I should be working with these higher daemons to improve self so that I can really manifest things, you know, like a demon would. Like, literally like a demon would, like being on earth, and just be able to be like, I want that, put your mind to it, and then have it manifest very quickly. So that is the difference. When it comes to the daemons that govern in those higher spheres, they are more concerned about transforming those higher spheres within yourself, within your consciousness, subconsciousness, unconsciousness, and within your neurology, psychology, physiology, all those things. They're more concerned about transforming those aspects of you to make you more powerful, so that you can become literally a walking daemon yourself. That's what they're more concerned about. And then demons, it's not that demons aren't concerned about that. It's not that Djinn aren't concerned about that. It's just that they're more than happy to you know, you do a spell, you do a ritual to say, hey, I want you to go do this. I want you to take care of this person. I want you to destroy this person. I want you to bring me money over here. I want you to manipulate this person to think this certain thing. They're more than happy to do that. They will love to do that. You do that and they'll go out. And then, you know, most likely they'll also want to connect with you a bit too. They want to get to know you. They want to become companions. But they're very earthbound, and they're very happy to do that. So there's a lot of times where you could go to, you know, a daemon in a higher sphere and say, look, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. And that daemon's going to look at you like Satan, you know, or Lucifer or Moloch will look at you and be like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, who do you think you are to ask me to do that? Do you know how powerful I am? Do you know where I rule? Like, you're asking me to have a girl fall in love with you that you shouldn't even be wasting your time with? What a fool. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm talking about. Now, if I go to those same deities and I say, hey, look, you know, I really want to empower myself to really manifest the full luxuries and pleasures and my true will here on earth. I really want to be able to choose my destiny. I really want to be able to form my own future and really access the highest levels of energy I could possibly access. Can you help me do that? They will be more than happy to. They would be like, yes, that's what we do. We transform. We're here to make you that kind of person. And then you might, you know what? I'm actually going to make a different video on what I was just about to say. What I was just about to say was, what is the benefit that these deities get from improving us? Okay, this is a question I'm sure a lot of people want to know. So I will go on that. I will go into that on a different video. Okay, so that's all clear. Okay, so you guys get that now. I hope you guys can contemplate that. Now, the next thing that I wanted to go over, this will be quick, was what does daemon mean? Okay, and I've said it multiple times during this video so far. Daemon stands for divine intelligence. Demon breaks down the word demon in Greek will break down to daemon. D-E-A-M-O-N. Okay, daemon or daimon. And then what that means, the definition of what that means is essentially divine intelligence. Divine intelligence, that's literally what it means. So I can refer, and that's the reason why I like using that word now, because now I don't have to be so concerned about, okay, demon, God, angel. I don't have, like, it's not like a big mumbo jumble of me trying to classify all these different you could say spirits or deities that I'm talking about. Now I'm just going to say daemon, and then I'm going to give you a name behind it, because essentially at the end of the day, all the beings that I'm working with, they are divine intelligences. Okay, and then you have your own divine intelligence, which is your higher self, which is your own daemon, which is what, once again, what VK Johannan talks about. Recently made a video about as a metagod. You know, it consists of your spirit animal. It consists of your higher self and your alternate self. And I completely agree with that. And I personally choose to work with the meta god aspect of my daemon. Like I choose to view it as all those things, and within, you know, in that right where it is literally everything. And I'm sure, you know, you could also work with it individually and get a lot of powerful benefits from that, meaning you just work with the spirit animal side of yourself. And I think a lot of the times that's how people develop their daemon. They first focus on one aspect, then the alternate aspect, and then the higher self aspect, and then it comes together. So yeah, that was just a little extra tip there. But yeah, that's literally what the word daemon means, divine intelligence. So I refer to any deity that I'm working with that helps to empower me and strengthen me for whatever I'm doing as a daemon. Okay. And then yeah, other than that, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. I think I said a lot on this video, and I think this is gonna offer some insane amounts of value. So I'm gonna leave it here. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because I post videos very often. Definitely make sure you go and check out my Patreon. Once again, I have a video on there that is essential and will give you 100% success rate if you follow through on the steps that I provide on the video on my Patreon on how to invocate a spirit. Okay, so the link for that is going to be the top link in my description. It is literally going to say my Patreon. Click it and you will see the tiers. Okay, if you want to be a part of the community for $1 a month, then go ahead and join that. Let's see, other than that, definitely go to the link once again below the Patreon. That's going to take you to my Streamlabs. Okay, my Streamlabs merch is going to be my Hecate sigil. Okay, so I have a shirt that has a Hecate sigil on it. Very powerful. You can order it and it'll get delivered straight to your door. You guys have seen me wear it in my other videos. Then below that link, that is going to be the Facebook community. Go ahead and join the Facebook community. Very powerful group of like-minded people. And then other than that, I'm going to wrap it up there. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the day or night wherever you're at, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.